Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday night main event highlights video. The opener to this event was the high-profile tag match between the new duo of Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker against the more tenuous group of CM Punk and Sami Zayn. Before we address this, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell. We have interesting WWE content weekly for you. We appreciate it. The hot crowd helped this by the numbers tag match feel special. This degree of star power will do that. I did have the thought that Punk can still go when his number is called. Yeah, he sometimes looks like he's 50 years old with those years of wear and tear, but when it's time, he can still do it. The true moment of the match was the somewhat shocking return of Bronson Reed to aid Seth and Bron. I called this shocking for two reasons. One, that ankle injury was gnarly, and I thought he'd be out much longer than he was. Two, within the story, he has history with Rollins that you'd think would prevent an alliance. But they don't call Seth the architect for nothing, and right now he's Frank Lloyd Wright. A little detail that I appreciated is that even though CM Punk took a Bronson crossbody through a barricade, he still tried to get his hands on Paul Heyman inside the ring. This is despite Paul Heyman being surrounded by an evil genius Seth and two big massive Brons. It's a sign of true hatred for the man who betrayed him on the biggest stage. It also allowed Reed to deliver a returning tsunami to the Second City Saint, though no weight on the call. I love the addition of Reed to Seth's team, a team that's going to need a name soon. Bron and Bronson are, well, quite the nasty duo. Good luck to anyone daring enough to step up to these beefy dudes. It's definitely a better choice than going back to solo. Reed saw the direction both teams were heading, and, chose wisely. I gotta give Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest a ton of credit. Honestly, I wasn't really into this feud when they first booked it for WrestleMania, but they've added such a level of physicality to the feud that, well, it ended up being the match I was looking forward to the most. They delivered with that physicality again in their cage match. Damian Priest used a chair to Drew's throat, before walking out of the cage and winning the match. Between the two men, Drew is still the man with the higher ceiling, so I figured he'd win what I assumed was the blow-off match. So it was surely surprising to see Damian not just beat McIntyre, but to do it with a period at the end of the sentence. This feud feels over and Priest definitively won it. I don't care he didn't pin him. Leaving Drew for dead in the ring and leaving him behind is symbolic enough, and it saves McIntyre taking a pin while still losing convincingly. To give him a moment to save face, the Scotsman refused to stretch her and walked off on his own. The main event title match between Jey Uso and Logan Paul, serving as Paul's guaranteed yearly world title match, ended up playing into the larger story in WWE. That would be the John Cena story. Cena's earlier match with R-Truth was short and to the point. R-Truth's mission was to remind John who he really was. He fell short of his goal, and Cena renewed his vows with heeldom by kicking R-Truth in the nuts to get the win. He later ran into Jey Uso backstage and told him that a YouTuber like Logan Paul would really ruin wrestling, which happens to be the last real champ's mission statement. That brings us to the world title main event between Uso and Paul. It was a solid title bout. I know lots of words are made on social media and wrestling corners of the web about how Uso can't wrestle, which makes for a bad champion. My response to that would be to not ignore your ears. These crowds do not care. John Cena really is all about this ruining wrestling thing. That led to the return of the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes to save the day, neutralize Cena, and allow the champ to get the win over Paul. Immediately after, Cody made the challenge for a tag team match at Money in the Bank, John Cena and Logan Paul versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. While Cena and Paul are going to make an interesting team, and I look forward to them exploring that dynamic, Cody and Jey were tag team champions. Cody Rhodes saving the day was as much about saving his friend as it was stopping his enemy. In regards to the John Cena versus R-Truth match, Cena defeated Truth. When the champion did regain control, he brought the title into the ring with the intention to use it against his opponent. While Cena didn't use it during the match, it was enough to distract the referee and allow him to kick Truth in the groin behind the official's back and win the match. And that's it for today, folks. Did you get to watch the Saturday night main event? Did you enjoy it? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.